Valve is getting sued again. Man, if I had a penny for every time Valve got sued, I'd have enough to open a CSGO case. On February 25th, 2026, the state of New York officially filed a lawsuit against Valve. The claim is that Valve's loot box system, mainly in Counter-Strike, but also across other titles like Dota 2 or Team Fortress 2, for example, violates New York gambling law. Specifically, the Attorney General Letitia James argues that the case opening system meets the legal definition of gambling under the state constitution. That's pretty much the core of it. They're not saying Counter-Strike should be banned, they're not saying skins shouldn't exist, they're saying that the structure of paying money for a random reward that carries monetary value qualifies as illegal, unlicensed gambling. And it's especially serious because there is no age verification to this system, so it essentially means kids gambling. And this isn't just another "we don't like loot boxes" headline. This filing is built around specific definitions. Under New York law, gambling is risking something of a value on a game of chance for the opportunity to receive something of value in return. So the state looks at cases and says you pay real money for a key, the result is determined by an algorithm, so there's chance, the item you receive has measurable market value, and if there is a price, a chance, and a prize, that classifies as gambling. Now, Valve historical defense on this matter has always been pretty clean. Skins are cosmetic, they don't impact gameplay, they're optional, they're digital, they have no use or meaning other than vanity. And from a gameplay standpoint, that's true, but the New York State isn't arguing gameplay impact here, they're arguing economic reality. The complaint goes deep into how skins are bought and sold, especially on third-party websites. There are price charts, sale histories, buy orders, liquidity. It looks structural, almost like a financial institution. They even referenced a reported AK-47 skin sale above $1 million. I can't tell you how often skins are sold outside of Steam, but I can tell you from my own experience that CSGO skins or CS2 skins pretty much paid for my white deck 1 year ago when I sold them to finance it. So yes, you can sort of cash out simply by buying the physical products Valve sell, if they ever get back in stock. So even without a withdraw to bank account button, there's a realistic path from digital skin, wallet balance, physical product, and cash. And legally, that matters. If something can reasonably be converted into money, courts may treat it as something of monetary value. Now let's zoom out a little bit, because this isn't just about Counter-Strike, this could affect Steam itself. If the court rules that loot boxes legally qualify as gambling, Steam as a platform may have to rethink how it handles any game with monetized paid rewards for the future. And that could mean stricter age verification requirements platform-wide, and this could be a big issue, as we can see how badly age verification is being implemented across various services, the latest example being Discord, who turns out can't really protect your data. This could mean mandatory disclosures for some in-game markets, potential licensing obligations, geographic restrictions on certain mechanics. This already exists for Netherlands and Belgium. They can't open CS2 cases there. And remember, Steam isn't just a storefront, it's a marketplace, it's a wallet system, it's a hardware retailer, it's a whole ecosystem. And if Steam wallet funds are considered part of a gambling value chain, regulators might look more closely at how those funds move across the ecosystem. Now think about the Steam Deck for a second. A large part of Steam's ecosystem strength is integration. You can earn wallet funds, you buy games, you buy hardware, you stay inside that ecosystem. And if regulation tightens, we could potentially see changes in how funds can be used, how certain games are distributed regionally, or even how age verification works on SteamOS devices in the future. Now, would that impact your day-to-day Steam Deck use? Probably not immediately, but if certain titles had to disable monetization features in specific states, that could fragment experiences across regions. It could also affect the Steam trading card system. It could become a general issue on how you're able to purchase games or hardware on Steam. It could threaten the existence of the Steam wallet entirely. And if broader regulation spreads beyond New York, it could reshape how some games are designed before they even launch on Steam. I think that's the bigger implication of this lawsuit. Now let me be clear, I'm not defending Valve here. I understand where this lawsuit is coming from and I sort of agree with it. gambling can be very addictive, that's real. And when randomized paid systems intersect with younger audiences, regulation is not an unreasonable conversation. At the same time, I don't think this is as simple as Valve built a casino. And it's not just Valve, those lawsuits always love targeting the biggest dog in the yard, but EA does it too with FIFA for example, other companies I'm sure they do it too. The real question is, does this structure legally meet the definition of gambling? And if it does, what's the right level of regulation? Should there be a full ban on skins, some sort of licensing, spending caps, stricter age verification across the whole platform or for specific games? Because if New York succeeds, other states could and probably will follow. And once that happens, this stops being about Counter-Strike, starts being about how digital economies are classified in the United States. Now, this won't be resolved quickly. Valve will have to respond, there will be motions, experts will argue over what something of value actually means in the digital ecosystem, but this is no longer a social media debate, it's a courtroom debate, it's real, and it makes it serious. So I'm curious, if CS2 cases were regulated like gambling, would that feel fair? If stricter age verification came in across Steam, would that bother you specifically? If case openings disappeared tomorrow, would Counter-Strike even feel the same? Let me know where you guys stand on this subject, because this could end up being one of the most important legal turning points for how Steam operates in the future. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like. If you want to see more Steam, Steam Deck, Steam hardware, or general handhelds content, consider subscribing. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.